Dawson Rider with you.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Ben 10 Heatblast Rocket Flyer. So this is sort of a classic, like, figure with a vehicle thing. I don't know why I said that. That was a really weird sentence, like some sort of classic thing, but I'm just weird. But so, I don't know if this is in the show, to be honest. Expert reviewer here, but as I mentioned a couple other Ben 10 reviews, I'm a little behind on the show right now. I've looked at the quote-unquote spoilers for some of the major developments, like the enhanced Omnitrix and Gax and stuff like that, but I'm just not quite as invested to keep up with it on the level I was during the original run, but I will be catching up. So I don't know if this is in the show, but regardless, it's kind of a neat thing. Like, the toy itself is nothing amazing, but it's pretty decent. Like, I'm going to start with the figure because I want to give special attention to this in a second about something. But it's a nice figure because it is just the same base as the standard Heatblast figure, which is a nice figure. I do kind of miss the sort of the paint job it got based on the original series, where it looked more like the show as opposed to the see-through look, but it still looks good. You know, it's got paint on it, it's got kind of a flamey see-through look. It looks fine. You get some pretty good articulation, just like you get there. I appreciate that you can actually bend his arm, so you could get him in that fire blasting pose I had him at the beginning. So you actually get some articulation. It's all nice. And what separates him is this sort of flight jacket, which looks kind of neat. It just looks like a bulletproof vest. What's with the life preserver? Dork thinks he's gonna drown. Shouldn't go in the water anyway, dude. You're on fire. Unless you're going Heat Jaws, which I don't think is in this new series yet. Who knows if it will be. But, and then you gotta get these little, like, spiked wings thing. It's fine, but it's cool. The reason I wanted to draw attention to this was, if you follow my Power Rangers reviews, or just Power Rangers toys, you know that I always rant about the bike figures, because the bike figures for Power Rangers get a completely unpainted fixed pose figure, and part of the reason is they're cheap, and the other part is, oh, we need to make it different, so they don't just not buy it because it's got the same figure. This is a prime example of how you do it. You make things cost effective by using your same base mold of your 5-inch figure, so you just pull one off the assembly, and you include something different on it to make it different, so kids say, oh golly gee pop, I don't got that flying heat blast, I better buy him. There you go. Problem solved, Bandai. Stop spreading your fake news. Anyway, any Ben 10 fans out there that don't care about Power Rangers, I'm sorry about that. But we're going to set him aside for a second. And here's Heatblast's plane, which is pretty cool looking. It looks kind of like a submarine. And I lost one of the missiles during opening. I was getting it out of the package and it flung somewhere and I couldn't find it, but you get the picture. Classic missile firing in action that's been around since, like, before cavemen were invented. But yeah, I mean, it feels really light. Like, this isn't helping, like, somehow, as if you're gonna be able to feel the weight I'm feeling in my hand right now. But it feels very light and cheap, but it actually looks pretty good, you know? I like the look that it gave, the cracked lava, like, ground look of Heatblast. It works well. My only major complaint, other than it feeling cheap, is you have to put stickers on it. There's only 2, but it just seems so pointless. You put this one Omnitrix sticker here. Why, man? You could have just... It's like a couple lines of paint. And then there's another one here in the inside, spoiler alert, the cockpit opens, of a navigation system, which... I mean, it's kind of a cool detail that you appreciate when you're building some sort of model kit or something, but for this, if this is closed, you hardly care, and then when you put the figure in there, again, spoiler alert, the figure goes in there, it doesn't matter. Oh, and it also rolls. That's the biggest feature. Like... I had a hard time recording this review because I was just sitting here doing this all day long. Also, random detail, it comes with these 2 little pieces here, which are, whatever reason, separate, and you have to plug them in right here, and that just seemed weirdly needless. But yeah, you can put him in the cockpit, and it's really weird because you have to do it face down. No jokes there, guys. But, and you can I think you can either put his hands out or have him, like, at attention, but, it's weird. Like, it's like, oh boy, guys, can't wait to ride my plane. I can't see anything. I guess that's what the screen's for, idiot Dawson. But it's still weird to me. Like, especially when the Diamond Head's the other one that comes in this new wave, and he's just kind of riding in his tank semi-normal. It's just a weird way to go about it. He fit in here normal, I swear, before, guys. He's, like, stopping himself from being all he can be. There we go. So, yeah, you do that, and that's how he looks. That's how he sees out. It just seems awkward and uncomfortable. But, yeah. So, I guess the screen's okay. Maybe I was a little too harsh on it. Like, you can see him looking in there. But it still just seemed needless to me. I think I'm just really bitter against stickers. Like, it's only 2 stickers, and I'm like, down with stickers. It just, I don't know. That seems like an old-fashioned toy thing that kids in the past had to do, and we should not be doing that to our kids now. But anyway, this is an overall okay toy. I think it's kind of neat. I think kids will get a kick out of it. I wish it had a little something more to it. It's pretty basic, but it's pretty decent and pretty decent looking. Anyway, that's about it. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Dawson Ryder, signing out.